Hey guys, okay, so I wanted to go over day 7 of what I'm thankful for and my life story. So back in 2011, 12, I had my son, and I went to go put my dog down. I had a Rottweiler, and he had cancer in the mouth, and I had scheduled an appointment to put him down, and we had to get him into the car, and he was about 110, 120 pounds, and he couldn't jump up. And I'm 3 weeks post C-section, and my husband at the time, he was injured on his hand, and he didn't feel comfortable picking him up, and I was just so mad and in such a bad mood. I was like, move over, screw it. And I picked him up, and I felt a pop in my back. Now, I've hurt my back jet skiing and all that, but this pop was different. I dropped to my knees and I started crying, and my husband had to put the dog in the car, and I drove the dog to the vet, and then I put him down, held his paw, and so I'm having just a bad day. Go home, and I'm just laying in bed and just doing my usual, what I thought was mending me, and I felt a little bit better. And I had actually trained and competed, and about a couple, I think like 2 weeks after a competition, I did 9 months post-baby again, so round 2 post-baby competition. I was kind of getting ready for nationals because I was excited about the hormones, and I ended up sneezing, and my right leg went numb. It didn't hurt, but it just went numb. And I noticed before that I had a hard time jump roping. It just never was the same as what it was after kid number 1. And I didn't question it, but when my leg was numb, I went to the chiro, and he said, Cindy, he goes, you've herniated. I said, no, you don't understand. It doesn't hurt. It's just kind of numb. I just need an adjustment or something. He's like, I'm not touching you. He goes, you need an MRI. And I'm a trainer, so I'm on my feet all day moving. And so that day, I went to get in the car to drive home. 10 minutes after I was sitting down for the first time that day, I was in excruciating pain. I could not stand it. And I didn't have pain all day moving, but I had pain when I sat down, and I had pain when I laid down. And I ended up getting my surgery shortly thereafter that. And the surgery was in May, and I was back on the USA stage by July. But the thing about the surgery is I had to learn how to move. And when the surgeon wouldn't release me to rehab, and I switched surgeons last minute to Barrows, because I wanted to go to Barrows and I couldn't get in, and I finally could get in. But I didn't know that they didn't believe in back brace and being back at work in 2 weeks, and I didn't get all that information. So now I'm left high and dry, and I want to compete, and I can't get the date moved back. And so that's kind of how the whole back thing ever happened. Now they cleaned up my disc. I had an L4, L5, or L5S1 bilateral herniation. They cleaned up my right side, my left side. I'm still a little bit numb between my left big toe and second toe. It feels like a sock. My right side is a lot better, but I wasn't out of pain, and they put me on pain management for a period. I never fully got out of pain for at least 4, 5, 6 months, and that's where I really kind of learned that things like I like to push down on stuff. I like things touching my stomach, and that's kind of what evolved to what I have today as my flexion extension concept, which I'll tell you more about in more blogs. Okay, so I'm thankful for the back surgery because it gave me an opportunity I never would have thought I had, and now I help people and change lives. So, talk to you tomorrow.